Good afternoon, everyone. Let's go ahead and get started. We're going to be doing this training on building pages and using widgets. Let's begin by going over how to log in. To log in, you will go to blueroof360.com. You'll then hit the menu bar, enter in your username and password, and then hit login. This will take you to the main page of the dashboard, and this is our back office, and there are a few things I'd like to draw your attention to. The first is our online chat. We're available Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. You can also send us an email. Our email address in support is support@blueroof360.com. And we will respond to your email within 1 business day. And in the upper right corner of your dashboard, you'll notice a video tutorial library. And this will take you through the system and give you short video tutorials on all of the different areas. Okay, this is the website training, so let's go ahead and go over to the website tab. And I'm going to hit the first page in this tab, and this is the site information page. From here, you'll notice there's a title to your website. That title will be what pulls up in the tab when someone types your URL into their browser. Your subdomain will usually be your first and last name. And then if you have a third-party domain, that information can be entered in from here. Please make sure that we have the correct state and county for you. And if you have a Google Analytics account, that information can be entered in from here. Google Analytics is a free service provided by Google, and it will track activity on your website. If you would like assistance setting one of these accounts up, just hop online with us and we would be happy to walk you through that process. And down below, you'll notice the place from which you will enter in your multiple listing service. And in most cases, this has already been entered in for you. The next page is the layout page. From here, you can select a different look and feel for your website. Please keep in mind that when you do select a new layout, any custom changes you had previously made will be lost. So be sure you have a layout you're happy with before you begin to make changes. To select a new layout, find the layout you're interested in, hit select, and then if you're happy with that layout, you can hit use this for my website. And again, once you select a new layout, all of your custom work will be lost. So be sure you have a layout you're happy with before you begin to make changes. Let's go now to the colors page. From the colors page, you can customize all of the different colors on your website. Next to each area, you'll notice a color box. And when I click on this box, this will bring up a complete color palette. I can then use the slider to the right and the circle to the left to select a new color. When I have everything selected the way I'd like it, I can then hit the Save button, and this will be my new set of color choices. Now let's go over to Build Pages. This is where we'll be spending most of our time. So let's go over how to get there from the main dashboard. I just mouse over the website tab and then go down to Build Pages. You'll notice there are several folders in this site map. Every folder in the map represents a tab within the navigation, and the pages within the folders will be pages within that specific tab. I'm going to go ahead and click on the Home folder, and I have several options. If I want to move the folders around, I can either move them up or down. And let's go ahead and select New Page. I'm going to create a new web page. I'll give the page a name, and then you'll notice I have the option to include a title. Once again, this title will be what pulls up in the tab when someone types this page URL into their browser. Since I'm going to be editing this page, I'm going to uncheck Active and Show in Navigation, and I'll save the page. And then you'll notice it's down here. And it has been grayed out, and that means it's not available for anyone to view except for me while I make my edits. Okay, so this is the page I just created in edit mode. I know I'm in edit mode because I see this grid in the background. And also the page is very short, so I'm going to go ahead first thing and drag down a widget and extend the page. Kind of scoot it down. Okay, so now I have more room on my page. And these widgets at the top are ones that can be added to the page. And then to the left, I can locate any widgets that are currently on the page. I'm going to turn the grid size off. That just makes it easier to move things around. And let's go ahead and start with an image widget. This will be the widget that you use to get images on your website. So I'm going to open and edit this widget. And this brings up my image edit screen. So I'll hit Select Image. And this will take me over to my image library. From here, you can drop down images. You can choose an image from your hard drive by hitting Choose File, or you can select an image that's already in your library. You have a text bar you can use, or you can remove the bar. You can link this image up to a page within the website or to an outside URL. So let's go ahead and save this. And this is my image. You'll notice it's distorted. So let's talk about how to resize a widget. And this applies to any of the widgets that we'll be talking about. But to resize, I'm going to mouse over the widget. Then I'm going to click on the lock to unlock it. Now I'll hold down my Shift key and the left click on my mouse and resize. So again, to resize, I mouse over the widget, I unlock, hold down the Shift key and the left click on my mouse, and resize. And that's how to resize a widget. Let's talk about the text edit widget now. I'm going to drop this down, and this is how you will include text on your website. So let's open and edit this widget. And you'll notice I have a complete word processor to use. You can paste text in from Word. You can paste in plain text, or you can type directly into the editor. You can change the font size, the font style, the color of the text, and you can even include images and embedded media. The tree icon will bring up the image edit screen, and you would just hit this icon to the right, and once again that takes you over to the image library. And as we said earlier, you can either select an image or you can browse your hard drive and insert the image from there. So 2 ways to get images into the website. I'm going to go ahead and save this widget. And then once again to resize, I unlock, hold down my Shift key and the left click on my mouse, and resize. Okay, let's move on to the tool category. From here you have several different tool widgets you can use. The first widget in this category is the Mortgage Calculator widget. This will provide a rough estimate of what a monthly mortgage payment would be. And then we have the Add Your Own widget. I'm going to go ahead and open and edit this widget. And you'll notice it's blank, and this is for me to add code from an outside source. Perhaps you have a Facebook button or a Twitter badge or just a piece of code you've been given, and maybe you've been told to put it on your website. So that would be entered in from this widget. Now let's talk about the YouTube video widget. And if you do have any kind of a slideshow or video to upload, I do suggest you upload it to YouTube and then place it on your website. The reason for this is that YouTube is the channel that has been, is the format that has been optimized for the web, and no one needs a plugin in order to use it. I have a YouTube video opened up, so I'm going to go ahead and highlight all of the text that comes after the equal sign in the browser of my YouTube video. Now I'm going to copy the text. I'm going to paste it into my YouTube widget. So once again, I come over here to the YouTube video. Everything in the URL that comes after the equal sign, I will copy. Let's see. And then I will paste it in and hit save. And here's my YouTube video. And again, no one needs a specific plugin for YouTube, so that is the format that we recommend. We also have a mobile search widget. Whenever someone fills out this widget, they will receive a text message link to your mobile search. But also, whenever someone goes to your website from a mobile device, the mobile search will be what they automatically go to. And next we have the RSS feed widget. And this is a great widget to help with dynamic links that change, which is helpful with SEO. So let's open and edit to this widget. I'm going to go ahead and link this up to my local blog for now. But if you have an outside blog URL, you can certainly enter that in from this area. But I'll save the RSS. And you'll notice that these are the blog titles. And these links will change as the blog updates, and that's helpful with SEO. And last, we have the Market Report widget. And this will provide users with a monthly market snapshot for a specific zip code. We also have our Area Pulse product. I'm going to pull that up really quickly for you. And this market snapshot comes straight from the MLS. So if you'd like to log into an Area Pulse account, create an account and then use the Area Pulse widget, you can do that as well. So those are your two market snapshot options. And again, this one pulls from Zillow, and Area Pulse pulls directly from the MLS. And Area Pulse does have a free account option, so you can use this service without needing to pay extra. So if you're interested, that's just areapulse.com. Okay, so that's the tool category. We're going to go down here now to the property widgets, and there are a lot of different widget categories, so we don't have time to cover everything. But we are going to cover the main widgets that you're likely to use. And then also, let's just pull up really quickly blueroof360.zendesk.com. This will take you to our forum where we have PDF links for all the different areas of the website, as well as live webinar links and a video library. So again, that's blueroof360.zendesk.com. So anything that you're curious about that we for some reason don't cover, you can find from visiting our forum. Okay, but let's go ahead and talk about some of these property widgets. I'm going to start out with the Advanced Properties widget. This widget can be used to get properties to display on your website. So you have several edit options. I'm going to open and edit this widget. I'm going to select a viewing style, and you'll notice that now the widget isn't being responsive. That's because I've been on this page for too long. So I'll just close out that tab and reopen the page. And now let's try editing, and I'll bet I can make changes to this widget. Yep, there we go. So again, I have those color boxes, and whenever you see one of these, that means you can edit the color for that area. I'll pull from a specific zip code. I'm going to select residential listings. And of course, if you're an agent, you can use your agent and office ID numbers to pull your listings through. But here's how those listings will display. Now I'm going to unlock the widget. Hold down my Shift key and the left click on my mouse. And resize. Okay, so we also have another display option for your properties. Let's come back over here to the Property Widget category. And let's bring down the Cool Iris widget. And this is just another way of displaying properties. So I'll hit Open and Edit. Select a display option. Pick some criteria. And since I'm not a real estate agent, I can't use a number. But of course you can use your number. And then I can get properties to display in this widget as well. And we have yet another advanced property widget. So I'll open and edit this one. So I'm going to not filter. I'm going to pull from the entire MLS. I would display listings with my agent ID if I had one. Then I can configure the widget again to a zip code. And that's how those listings will display. We also have sold property widgets, and these will pull sold properties directly through from your My Properties area, and those pull through from the MLS. So you can just pull one of these widgets down and display your sold properties as well. Next, we have the Agent Info category, and this will just pull different pieces of information about you through, such as your contact information and your agent bio. And you would edit this information from the dashboard, and then that info would pull directly through into the widgets. The next category is the blog category. Let's go ahead and open up my blog page. Now the good news is if you don't want to worry about a blog, you don't have to. We've created one for you. And it will automatically update, but let's go ahead and go edit this blog widget and look at the different settings. So as you can see, I can order my blog by popularity or by date posted. I can select specific authors and specific categories. And then I can save my search and decide how many posts to display. I can choose to allow blog comments or not. And I can even do my own blog posts over here. And again, we just have that text editor with all of those word processing options. And if you do your own blog post, you just need to select a category. And then you can decide if you want to keep your post private or allow others to use it. If you do allow other people to use your blog post, you will display as an author within our blog network. So that's how to edit your blog widget. We also have the search category, and these are our quick search widgets. So you can play around with these. You can have one on every page if you'd like. And these all pull directly over to the map. So they're tied to the map search. It's just a way to get people searching for properties from a specific page. Okay, I've gone over a lot of information, covered a lot of different widgets. Let's go ahead and open the training up now to questions.